We've encountered the dreaded open floating stair. So how are we going to carpet this thing? What's good? It's Carpet Mike here from CarpetExpertBlueprint.com, and in this video I'm going to walk you through step by step how to carpet an open floating stair so you could do the same. So first things first, we got all the old carpet removed from this. We just cut some padding on the top of this stair. We're going to go ahead and cut and remove the excess so we just have padding on top of it. Now we're going to measure from left to right, and then we're going to wrap the tape measure all the way around so we know exactly what we need to cut. And when we wrap the tape measure all the way around like you just seen me do there, we want to add 2 inches to that for our cut. So the width, you want to cut that exact. So for sake of this video, let's just call it 2 feet 10 inches. So we measure over 2 feet 10 inches and we lob that off. Now let's say, I'm just pulling numbers here, let's say it was 2 feet 2 inches all the way around. In that case, we want to cut it at 2 feet 4 inches so we have enough to do a turn and tack on the back of the stair. And on these plush carpets, you could get away with that. It'll blend right in. You don't have to have them seam up perfectly to have a good final product. So we went ahead and cut out the stair here. We're going to go back over to this step where we just laid the pad on it. And there is going to be a lot of back and forth, just so you know. Get prepared for it. Make sure you did your workout, you're good and loose, you're ready to flip-flop, go all around, you're good to go. Okay, anyway, we got the carpet on the top of the stair. Now I am under the stair. Here's where the fun begins. You want to make sure everything is nice and square at the bottom. You would think start on the top, but nah. Line up the bottom so everything's good to go so you don't create any wonky bubbles under it. We're going to push it across with our hand, making sure all the bubbles being pushed out and everything's lining up nice and straight. And we are going to use a bajillion staples to make sure everything is held in place properly. So we're stapling about 2 inches from the back of the stair. And as you can see here, we are stapling the excess right on the backing, but we want to only go about halfway up the backing of the stair. Reason is we're going to do a turn and tack on that to blend everything in. So we got enough staples in there to hold this thing in place for me so we can go ahead and work on it. Now I'm flipped back around to the other side. Now I'm going to take this stair and I'm going to pull it towards me to get it nice and tight, and then I'm going to flop it back onto the top there. And now we're going to start stretching it to make sure it is even more tight and we don't have any slack whatsoever. So I'm using the kicker. We're going to go ahead and stretch from the middle, then work our way over to one side, pushing the carpet onto the tack strip that's on the step. You really couldn't see that in the beginning of the video. Yeah, there's tack strip there, bro. And then we're going to go ahead and work our way over to the other side, just making sure everything is super snug. You could always stick your hand on the bottom and pull any slack forward that might be there. Once everything is on that tack strip, we need to crease it on, make sure it's not going to fall off. May even throw some staples in it just to make sure life is good. So I'm using a hook knife right now, and I'm pushing the backing onto the tack strip nails to make sure it's nice and secure in there. And then for kicks, we're going to throw a couple bullets into it, you know what I'm saying, to make sure it don't move around at all. Once we got that clackety clack done, we're going to get back over to the other side and we're going to start working on the final product. This is the part that's going to take some time. Now, mind you, if you're bidding these out, you want to be getting on top of your material and installation price, you want to get another $20 per stair. Why? Because they take a ton of time. There's real no fast way to win these. Even if you're good, you get a rhythm down, it still eats up a lot of time no matter what. Now, we have a little bit too much excess on here, so we're going to take about 1 inch off of that turn and tack there, just so when we know we fold it under, it's not going to be all bulky and bunched up and just a nightmare. We want it to look great, you know what I'm saying? So now we're going to go ahead and fold that up under. We're going to prepare our turn and tack, so we're just going to fold that and then staple the stuff out of it, clackety clack. Now, if this was a loop carpet, Berber, anything with a short, tight pile, run. Don't take on the job. But if you get stuck taking on the job, you are better off taking even more time, and when you wrap it all the way around, making sure both edges just seam perfectly to each other and not a turn and tack. But in this case, we got that good fuzzy plush turn and tack, slice and dice, hackety hack, and get paid. Thank you so much for tuning in. Comment below with any questions. I look forward to seeing you on the next video.